It would have been easy to spot the Fremen hideouts in the desert from the air. All it would have taken would have been some surveillance satellites. The decision for sending satellites into orbit lay with the Guild of Navigators. The Fremen paid for the refusal with an obscene amount of spice. No royal family, not even the Emperor, could spy on the desert. The Fremen relied on Staben 2X smugglers to deliver the spice payments. As long as their frigate linked up with the Guild's long-haul carriers in orbit, then the Fremen's lair could not be flushed out.
Staben 2X frigate has been intercepted by the Harkonnen.
How long ago?
It's been a few days.
We don't know how long the Guild of Navigators will wait before accepting the Harkonnen offer.
There could be observation satellites in the sky at any moment.
Another method of payment must be found. Ideas are running thin. We have no means of reaching their long-haul carriers in orbit. We'll have to wait for them to land on Dune.
I can only see one way of meeting a Guild member. The Shield Citadel. Their frigates stop off regularly to refuel.
That's a fortified town. The garrison is formidable.
Correct. It won't be easy to get inside, but it's the only option I can think of at the moment. Chani visited the place a few years ago with her father. You should talk to her.
I'll go and see her.
Our latest missions have enabled us to seize a stock of Harkonnen laser guns. Go and see Baron to get yours.
You're letting me go on a mission without a fuss, Stilgar?
I am neither narrow-minded nor am I a fool. The Guild will refuse to deal with a simple messenger, but the Fremen Messiah, whose deeds are revered in the four corners of the planet... I'm trying to find out when the next refueling stop at the Citadel takes place.
Watch over her.
I'll take care of her as if it were my own life.
You're about to go. Me too.
Has it anything to do with the Guild payment?
I must meet with a Guild delegate at the Shield Citadel.
It's a maximum security zone. I once escorted my father there in his capacity as planetologist. He was fearless.
Do you know anything about the area?
Only the Harkonnen are allowed entry. You also have to negotiate the security gates positioned at every section of the base.
Well, that's a start.
I have to get on with the plantation program. Kalu will accompany me as far as his home siege. They're depending upon me to deliver a spot of paradise.
The weeks ahead are going to be long and lonely.
I shall miss you.
Be careful.
Alia, that doesn't mean you should stop reflecting on the litany. Paul, I'm beginning to worry about the whole thing.
What exactly are we supposed to fear if the Guild are not paid?
It will be the final nail in our coffin. They rely on spice for the interplanetary journeys on their long-distance carriers. If we fail to supply them, they will turn to the Harkonnen and the Emperor. The Guild, the Harkonnen, and the Emperor in unison. We would be powerless against such a triumvirate.
I'm searching for the camouflage clause. For safety reasons, it's essential we cover the wind traps outside the siege.
I think what we've got here are some Harkonnen lasers.
Correct. In perfect working order, too. Have you used one before?
Only in training.
Are you aware that you must never fire a laser at a shield that has a Holtzman effect? Unless your idea of a final farewell on this Earth is an atomic explosion in your face.
I know. Hurrah?
What is it? Sorry, Paul. I've none left after you.
Can you tell me where that Harkonnen armor in your kitchen came from again?
Jamis brought it back after a raid near the Great Shield.
Do the coded bracelets still work?
It's ages since I touched them.
I need to use them. With your permission.
You're off on another mission. Look at me, stuck here cooking for the soldiers. Muad'Dib, help me out. Mention my name to Stilgar. My sons are old enough to manage without me. There's nothing to keep me here. I want to take part in the fight.
I can't promise anything, but I will talk to Still.
Thanks. Take the armor. At least that's something useful.
We must move fast. The next frigate from the Guild arrives in a few days. I'll come with you as far as the Citadel's security perimeter. You must use the coded bracelet on your armor to move around freely once inside the Citadel. As with all Harkonnen fortresses, you will be stopped at the security gates. These gates are protected by pentashields that are impossible to break through. That is, unless the correct disactivation code is entered into your bracelet. The gates and codes are color-coordinated. The diode's color, for example, will allow you to get past gates of the same color. Be sure to have the correct color code to breach the security gates. There should be charging terminals inside the base, which will allow you to change the bracelet codes.
Got it.
Okay, off we go.
I love them. They are all overtrained veterans. Have you quite stopped laughing?
Docking is completed. Security systems can resume normal activity.
Give me your helmet. You're new, aren't you? Only the pilots have an entry pass for the defense tower, not dog bodies like us.
Orny with no emblem.
The presence of the Imperial Sardaukars is making me nervous.
Is the flight map safely tucked away?
In the defense tower. The Sardaukars cannot get into that part of the base.
Let's go before they ask us questions about our destination.
If the Sardaukars are worried, that means there is a link with the stolen spice. These flight maps can lead us to Raban's secret depositories. I've got to find the tower. Oh! 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 Oh!
You're dead! Die, Fremen!
The loading bay is reserved for handling. I'm processing the target.
A very bold Freeman. We had expected such an eventuality.
If you know why I'm here, then let's get straight to the point.
A frigate in the middle of the desert is not exactly very tactful. Can you suggest an alternative course of action for our payment?
The Ibad Mountains. They were once used in an attempt at desert colonization. The infrastructures are old, but they allow frigates to draw alongside one another. Most importantly, the Harkonnen cannot track them down. We can make the spice payment within 2 weeks.
Fine. We shall honor our part. You did the right thing coming to see us so promptly. We are being inundated with requests for orbital satellites.
Is that a threat?
We would never upset our spice suppliers.
Goodbye, for now.
It must have been Muad'Dib. Spice has begun to weave its magic on him. He could overthrow us. We cannot allow the Fremen to control all the spice production. We cannot allow the Fremen to control all the spice production. Let's stick to our commitments with them for the time being, but let's look at ways of replacing them with one of the Imperium's
Archive terminal of the flight maps. If it really is an Orni from Raban's secret depot, its flight plan must be coded. Let's look at the code levels with the highest clearance. That one. No pilot's name, no Orni registration, just coded flight data. It's gotta be the one.
Give me your helmet. Be alert. Fremen groups have been spotted in the vicinity.
The route to Raban's secret depositories. This would be the final blow for the Harkonnen spice harvests. The data coding is complicated. We could use the navigation map code manual.
We know where it can be found. In the documents room in Arrakeen Palace.
You're sure?
A secret agent of ours has just started work there.
Hara is taking a big risk. Can you arrange a mission to the palace?
Into the lion's den. Let me think about it. Paul, I have some bad news. It's Chani. She has been captured by Decid's smugglers. They intend selling her and Kalu to the Harkonnen.
Then there's no time to lose.
Their base camp is a few hours away by Orny. You'll need jamming equipment.
I'll go and see Baron. It'd be a good idea to give the flight maps to my mother before leaving.
That's a wise move. I'll take care of the Orny. See you shortly.